Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
All right, we'll be back to just about set to go and to
well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Cody Bellinger, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball two. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Missed with a changeup. 3-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Volpe. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strike. Strike. Woo.
On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here is Aaron Judge. Inside. And that's ball 1. And Judge spoils that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. That one missed. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2. That one hammered center field. That's back. Out of here. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
That pitch gets the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Solo shot from Aaron Judge for the Yanks. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Luis Gil. What do you look for here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. An important piece, but a guy that's been struggling a little bit. They're DH in this one. Jhonkensy Noel.
And this is a tough matchup for him right here, Boog. Facing right-handed pitching this season, it's been a struggle, hitting under 200. So, you know he's not feeling too confident about what awaits him in this one, but you got to find a way to just put the bat on the ball, maybe find a hole, and all of a sudden your confidence grows and you start to see the ball a little bit better. This is an opportunity for him to work on some things and make himself a better player.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Jose Ramirez. In the air, center field. Bellinger settles underneath it and makes the grab. 2 away now. So digging in, Jhonkensy Noel. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball.
No strike.
Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Brennan leads off. Outside low, and it's a full count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that's the 3rd out. Back now at Progressive Field. Top of the 2nd, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Bieber back to work. In the air to left, down the line. Kwan heads after it. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Whips it to first. That's out number 2. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back. And it's out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 2-0.
Tried a slider to start off the at-bat, and man, did it backfire. He clearly wasn't fooled on that pitch. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Oswaldo Cabrera in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Out towards right center field. Thomas on the move. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 2nd. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. Heel with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
That one not close. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Here comes Lane Thomas. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez sizes this one up. He's got it. And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Strike on the inside corner. The changeup missing. And now it's even 1-1. And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Guardians. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Bellinger in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. 1 out, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Center field. Thomas makes the catch. Out number 2. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Bellinger goes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left. Back here in Cleveland as we go to the last of the 3rd. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is outside.
1 and 2.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Lifted in the air out to left. Makes the grab. 1 away. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Kwan getting to start in left, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Next pitch, not close, up high. Man at first, 1 away. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Left-hand batter waits. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Brennan now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Double play ball to second. Over to Goldie. Third. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 9.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the DH, Jhonkensy Noel. Struck out swinging his first time. In for a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the third. Next one misses. 1-2 to count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Two.
Stays alive. Two outs. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. They limit the damage here.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
New inning getting started. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. And that's in for a strike. That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a...
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. fly to left his first time. That's in there. 0-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a pop-up. Freeman should have this one. Makes the grab, one away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. First pitch misses.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And there's 1 down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Thomas in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And that one fouled off. The Guardians trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's way high. Ball 2. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And up next for Cleveland, Tyler Freeman. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bieber back to work. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2 now. gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. And that's outside. Next offering is fouled back. And he takes a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Brian Rocchio. That one almost got him. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Yankees leading by a run, last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Check swing, no appeal. One check swing, appeal down to third. No swing, he held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. High in the air, out to right. And that is that. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in, Cody Bellinger.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Bellinger with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. And that's in for a strike.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And downstairs. Here's a 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a foul straight back. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Thomas makes the grab, one down. Here comes Aaron Judge. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Judge, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Judge waits. And Judge spoils that one. Bellinger, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That one misses, and a count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Naylor sizing this one up, squeezes it, and there's two down. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 1 for 2.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 strike.
Clips the corner, and a count 1-2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That one misses, and it's 2-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Two outs. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Fought off foul.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
2 on, 2 outs. Caught him looking for the K. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians 1. Here in Cleveland, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Will Brennan. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball. That's in there. And fouled off.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. So digging in, Jose Ramirez. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
And there's a foul ball. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. That's off the inside corner, and the count 1-2. Got him. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians 1. Hunter Gaddis takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Number 33.
And a foul ball. In there at the knees. And that is strike 2. Ball 1 there.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Now a fly ball to right center. Thomas sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
1 down. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. This one in the dirt. Yeah, that's fouled off. Goldie stands at first with 1 out. And now 2-1. And he pumps it a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And now maybe extra bases. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First and second, 2 outs. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here comes Goldie around third. 1 runs in. Dominguez rounds third, headed for the plate, and he's out. Butt down, and that ends the inning. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Yankees 3 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
First baseman.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Swung on, popped up left side. Cabrera makes a nice running catch. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. And takes low for ball 1.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Just missed.
He hasn't wanted to check down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Check swing, called strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The Yanks leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball popped up. Volpe drops into the glove, and there are 2 outs. So in now for Cleveland, Tyler Freeman. And it's fouled away. And that's downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th, and now Anthony Volpe. Gaddis back to work. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Runner takes off. Throw to second. He's safe. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They're getting a lot of loud contact right now. 9 hits have gone 90+ miles per hour off the bat, which puts a lot of pressure on the defense to make some tough plays.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Oh, this is off the second base bag. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Hunter Gaddis out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Paul Sewald. He last pitched 2 days ago. Austin Wells, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Santana makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Goldie in the box now. No balls and a strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Tim Herron, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Stephan getting cranked up as well. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Yankees up by 3. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
2 on, 2 outs. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it's out of play, a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That one just misses. Going to count 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next pitch way upstairs. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Guardians 1. Back now at Progressive Field. And now the shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game. Man, this
Ian Hamilton comes on now. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 71, Ian Hamilton.
And a pitch. On the ground. Volpe. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Naylor batting with 1 down takes a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Nope,
and the
that's
slider just misses.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ground ball. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down. Steven Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now at the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Jacob Junis up and throwing. Swing and a grounder, foul first base side. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Just missed. Sewald in his 7th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. And another ball. Swing and a miss as he was late.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he reaches safely. So back to the top of the order at the plate. Cody Bellinger. And that one ripped to left, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Oswald Peraza, a runner on first with 2 gone for him. And that one fouled off. Way out front for strike 2. Ball 1 low. Dominguez off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees 4 and the Guardians 1. Back here in Cleveland. And now Will Brennan. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That's down and in. A slider missed. And it remains 2-2. And that's in the dirt. That one out to right. Hauls it in for the out. He's 2 outs away. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. The Guardians trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And misses inside. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez on the move. Makes the catch for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Next to hit, Jhonkensy Noel. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Hamilton is just 1 strike away. This one smoked out to left. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog, and once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So, almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Gavin Williams.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Fastball for a strike. And we are underway. Inside.
Nope,
And the count is 1-1. And that one upstairs. Next offering is fouled back. That's down and in.
3-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And Belly goes down on strikes.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
1 out, base is empty. That one off the mark. Now 2-0. This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's 2 down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Cody Bellinger.
Not doing anything crazy right now, but he's been solid over the last 10 games. And hey, with that batting average, if it was over the course of a full season, you're talking about Hall of Fame numbers. 333 over the last 10 games. 1 for 3 doesn't seem that impressive, but you know what? It's tough to do when you consider a longer stretch. They're going to enjoy this little run right now. Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Just missed. Judge with a homer in his last game. 2 out, space is empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side, Schneemann. Over to first. Judge out on the play. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Yankees. Now the Guardians will get their shot. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starting pitcher, Clark Schmidt.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Fouled off to the right. And down on strikes. And there's 1 away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Jose Ramirez. And that's down and away. Grounder might be 2. On to second, they
Out.
get 1. Throw to
He's in
first,
there.
but he beat it. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jhonkensy Noel. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Ramirez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the go. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Got it. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now here's the veteran DH, Giancarlo Stanton. That one fouled off. Yo, 1. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Up the middle. And he beats the throw very close right there. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells, looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
You know, when you got cooler temperatures like this, sometimes it's a little harder to get some offense going because hitters just don't want to feel the sting in their hands. They don't barrel it up. So being aggressive there, trying to get into scoring position by stealing a bag, I get it. Sometimes you just have to try to manufacture some runs, especially in temperatures like this.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Counts
2
1-0.
gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second.
2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul straight back. Two outs. Got him swinging. The Yanks lead 1. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Santana. That one outside. Ball 1. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Dominguez makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Now the catcher up to hit, Bo Naylor. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Outside low, and the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a foul straight back. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Chopper to second. Chisholm throws to first in time. Here's Lane Thomas now. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count.
0-2 in the
Sure,
count.
you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
In the air, left field, down the line. Dominguez snags it on the run, so they go quietly. Here in Cleveland, top half of the 3rd inning, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. He was late there, strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ground ball right side. Santana with the throw to first. And a quick out, number 1. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Oh, and he hit him.
I got him. Take your bait.
Well, the one positive, if you're out there on the mound, it's knowing that you can still get out of this inning with 1 pitch. You can't let that mistake snowball here. Get that ground ball, get out of the inning with a double play.
Bellinger at the plate for the 2nd time as he
Ball
takes
one,
ball
no
1. Top of the 3rd, no score. That's off the inside corner. 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2-1.
And it stays fair. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first.
This one driven into the outfield. Could score a pair. 1 runs in. Bellinger on his way home. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Ground ball to the right side. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. And we're back. Now here is Brian Rocchio. Schmidt back to work. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Rocchio, 24 years old, and he was born in Venezuela.
Hey. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fastball almost got him there. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Daniel Schneemann now at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Strike.
Look out.
Timeout.
And it hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan, struck out swinging his first time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Tap foul at the plate. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. Tying run is at first here in the second game of the series. That's outside, and that's ball one. Throw over to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Pitch out, but no action. Schneemann leads off first with one away. That one fouled off. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Lined in the left center, base hit. The throw in. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
2 on, 1 out. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one pulled foul. Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And a swing and a miss there.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two on, 1 out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one missed. Runners at the corners, 1 away here in the last half of the third. Ground ball, could be 2. Slings to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. 3 innings complete. Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Cleveland. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. That one missing inside. Fastball for a strike. And there's a ball.
2.
Next offering is in for a strike. Started after it, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch.
Reached on an infield single his first time. That one's in there. Strike one.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. There's the strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Man at first, one away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hit in the air, left field. Kwan makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Paul Goldschmidt now went down on strikes his first time through. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And that misses. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And it remains 2-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. And that is downstairs. 1-0. And that one fouled off.
Ball. 2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Jazz tosses to first, and Ramirez is set down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jhonkensy Noel. And that's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Grounds one to short. Volpe zips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. And up next for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball 2.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Cabrera checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Nope, he held back.
Ball, that's up there.
And a big swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And that drops in for a strike. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brennan snags it, and there's one down. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Santana. And Bellinger is out. And that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. But they're on top 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. First pitch misses.
Ball one, no strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out
I
front.
got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in, 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Thomas stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Late swing fouled off.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Runner takes off. Throw to second. Ow!
They were right on top of it. They guessed right on the first pitch out. Tells me they had some good data or scouting report. Maybe it's just a feeling, but either way, perfect execution, great throw and tag, and they erased that runner at first.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. That one's in there. And a count 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Judge tracks it down for the out. Here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Anthony Volpe. Williams back to work. Started to swing, held up. Volpe goes 5 feet 9 inches, 180 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2019. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 2-0. And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Gavin Williams will depart. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Jacob Junis. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, in there at the knees.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
That's ball 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Here's a 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Trevor Stephan getting loose out there. Gaddis warming up as well. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. To first, maybe a 2-ball. To second, there's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here is Daniel Schneemann. That's too low, and it's 1-0.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
In for a strike, and 1-1. That's down and in. And that one fouled off. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That missed by a lot. And a full count now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses. And that skips in the dirt. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Clark Schmidt won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Tim Hill will take over here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw to first in time. And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Comes up empty.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing. Trevor Stephan taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-1.
Hey. No ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
2-2 the count.
Two now. Jazz goes down on strikes.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Wells stands in now and watches strike one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Upstairs.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And that's ball four. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Man at first with one gone. Here is Goldschmidt.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. DJ LeMahieu. Runner on first with one down for him. Right through there for a strike. Ripped to first. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. So they make short work of him there. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Scott Efros.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him looking. One away. Big time out leading off the home seventh. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next to hit, John Kenzie Noel.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Fought off foul. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Santana up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Next offering is fouled back. Inside. 2-1. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Judge hustles it back in as the tying run is forced to stop at second. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, I guarantee you, after that last visit from the pitching coach, all he did was remind his pitcher, focus on this hitter and nothing else.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Scott Efros is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Jonathan Loaisiga into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
In there at the knees. That's strike one. Santana stands at second with 2 gone. That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Herron. Well, 1-run game. Here's the 3rd baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Yeah, that's fouled off. popped up. Schneemann under this one. And out number one on the grab. And the batter now, Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. Slice down the right side. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Oh, that one rides up and in.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch. His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
And that drops in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
There's a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. 2 outs. Outside. And the count's even at 2. And that's in the dirt. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Yanks held in check. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's Lane Thomas. Here comes a pitch. And that is out of play.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And now Brian Rocchio. And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Loizaga fires. Grips one to right. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jonathan Loizaga gives way, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. So they turn to their closer, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
A bunt, and it's popped up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Will Brennan digs in now. 1 for 3.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
One ball.
In the
Two
dirt.
strikes.
Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, a short, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Spits the plate. Strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Ball 1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And we stay tied as the inning ends. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. Through 8 full, all tied 1-1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Volpe in the box now, takes strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
1 down, base is empty. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Stanton now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Just off the outside edge. To third. Down the line, and it's foul. The 1-1. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Back here in Cleveland, all set for the bottom of the ninth. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. Williams back to work. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Now one missed.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And now the count is even. Got him. Now one away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Bo Naylor in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And
1
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to extra innings. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's outside. Ball one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Man at second.
Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
That
Ball
one
three.
misses. Ball three.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Austin Wells in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's the automatic. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Strikes him out with 101. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Nags a slider for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And misses
ball,
inside. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And a count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. That one came in at 99.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Hit in the air, right field. Brennan makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. We're in extras here. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas. The pitch. Gets the outside corner with that one. Now 1-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Now it's going to be Brian Rocchio. Outfield moves in. Look at it. So digging in, Gabriel Arias. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Ball one, no strikes. There's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Liner, and this could be trouble. In comes the winning run, and the Guardians walk it off in extra innings.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and this win is well-deserved.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.